Royal weddings in Britain have always been spectacles that mix deep tradition, romance, and drama, watched by millions across the globe. The story begins in 1840, when Queen Victoria married Prince Albert and wore a white gown trimmed with lace. At the time, brides often wore colored dresses, but Victoria's choice of white set a trend that brides still follow today. She also carried myrtle in her bouquet, a symbol of love and hope, beginning a tradition that continues in royal weddings to this day. More than a century later, in 1947, Princess Elizabeth, the future Queen Elizabeth II, married Prince Philip. Post-war Britain was still under rationing, and Elizabeth had to use coupons to purchase the fabric for her stunning satin dress. Designed by Norman Hartnell, it featured 10,000 pearls and floral embroidery symbolizing new beginnings. On the morning of the wedding, her tiara snapped, causing panic, but royal jewelers fixed it in time. Broadcast to 200 million listeners by radio, the ceremony brought joy and optimism to a recovering nation. In 1981, Lady Diana Spence's wedding to Prince Charles captured the imagination of the world and was dubbed the wedding of the century. More than 750 million people watched as Diana stepped into St. Paul's Cathedral in an ivory silk gown with a record-breaking 25-foot train. The dress was so huge it barely fit inside her carriage, arriving slightly wrinkled. Diana, nervous and overwhelmed, accidentally mixed up Charles's names in her vows, calling him Philip Charles Arthur George. She also omitted the word obey, making headlines for her bold choice. Behind the sparkle, Diana confessed she had doubts before the wedding but was persuaded by her sisters to continue. Still, the public only saw the fairy tale, sealed by the now famous balcony kiss that turned into a royal tradition for every couple after them. 3 decades later, royal weddings continued to enchant new generations. In 2011, Prince William and Catherine Middleton married at Westminster Abbey, with an astonishing 2 billion people tuning in. Kate's lace gown, designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen, immediately became iconic, blending timeless elegance with modern style. Their wedding felt like the start of a new royal era, where tradition met romance in perfect harmony. Then in 2018, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding at Windsor Castle brought even more change. It featured a gospel choir, a fiery sermon by Bishop Michael Curry, and Meghan's sleek Givenchy gown, showing how love could reshape even the most rigid royal customs. Their wedding stood out as a symbol of a more modern, inclusive monarchy watched by millions across continents. From Queen Victoria's white gown to Elizabeth's ration coupons, from Diana's wrinkled train to William and Kate's balcony kiss, royal weddings are not just ceremonies but snapshots of history. Each one reflects the spirit of its time, offering hope, glamour, and moments the world never forgets. They are fairy tales on display, woven with human flaws, surprises, and traditions that make them both royal and deeply relatable. Subscribe for more fun facts. Enjoy!